Annunziata Rees-Mogg revealed the #1 phrase voters are telling her as she campaigns for the Brexit Party ahead of the European elections this coming week. Nigel Farage's Brexit Party are topping the polls ahead of the European elections scheduled for the 23rd of May. Jacob Rees-Mogg's sister, Annunziata, who left the Conservative Party to run as an MEP for the Brexit Party, has revealed the #1 phrase voters are telling her in the East Midlands. Speaking to Express Co UK, Ms Rees-Mogg claimed all British voters had been betrayed by the Conservative Party's devastating handling of Brexit. Asked what voters were telling her throughout the campaign, Ms Rees-Mogg said, "Thank you. The #1 phrase anyone says to me is thank you. It has been utterly overwhelming. For so long they have been ignored by both the main parties. They have seen the betrayal of what they wanted their politicians to do, how they went back on what they said they would do, and they haven't had anyone to vote for. They haven't had anyone they believed would truly represent them. Finally, the Brexit Party has given them the hope that politics can be made better and restored the faith for the people." It comes with the latest YouGov survey of voter intentions for the European elections, placing the Tories in 5th place behind Nigel Farage's Eurosceptic Party, Labour, Liberal Democrats and the Green Party. The Brexit Party received over a third of all votes, polling at 35%. Lib Dems has 16%, Labour has 15%, Green Party 10% and Conservatives on just 9%. The YouGov survey took place between the 12th of May and the 16th of May and quizzed 7,192 adults in the UK on their voting intentions for the European elections. Asked about the Brexit Party's success in the polls and what they can expect in the vote on Thursday, Ms Rees-Mogg said, "Making predictions is a fool's errand. We will do as well as people think we deserve to do. I hope that will be extremely high. Certainly, the reception we are getting is certainly positive." Asked if the Brexit Party has the Conservative Party on the back foot ahead of the EU elections, Ms Rees-Mogg claimed the Tories deserve to be behind in the polls. She added, "They have under Theresa May betrayed the Brexit that people voted for in 2016. They should have reflected what people asked of them and what they promised in their manifesto, in numerous speeches, and in different moments in the press over the last 3 years. They have gone back on all of their promises and I don't think they can currently command the respect of the electorate." Ms Rees-Mogg added the ambition for the party was to show the Conservatives how much the British people are against the Prime Minister's agreement, and will go on to fight a future general election to push through a clean Brexit. Speaking in Wales earlier this week, Brexit Party leader, Mr Farage, said, "The reason we've got division in this country is that many in our establishment, far from respecting the vote, have done everything they can in the last 2 years to overturn the greatest democratic exercise in the history of our nation. And it is a total and utter disgrace. With European elections taking place on Thursday, Mrs May has pledged to set the date of her departure as leader after her last-ditch effort to get her Brexit deal through the House of Commons at the start of June. It came following a meeting with the Conservative Party's influential 1922 committee who had demanded Mrs May set out a roadmap to when she would step down. The Prime Minister had promised to step down before the second stage of Brexit negotiations, but following damaging local election results and uncertainty over her Brexit withdrawal agreement, some members of her own party had called for Mrs May to resign. After the meeting, Chairman of the 1922, Sir Graham Brady, said, "The Prime Minister is determined to secure our departure from the European Union and is devoting her efforts to securing the second reading of the Withdrawal Agreement Bill in the week commencing the 3rd of June 2019 and the passage of that bill and the consequent departure of the United Kingdom from the European Union by the summer. We have agreed that she and I will meet following the second reading of the bill to agree to a timetable for the election of a new leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party. Mrs May will bring the Withdrawal Agreement Bill, WAB, which implements the departure terms, to Parliament for a vote in the week beginning the 3rd of June just as US President Donald Trump begins a state visit to Britain." Brexit Secretary Stephen Barclay told the Lords EU Committee if the Prime Minister's deal is rejected again, then the Barnier deal is dead. On Friday, Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn claimed the cross-party Brexit talks with the government had gone as far as they can and were unable to bridge important policy gaps.